Hi, everybody. It's Debbie Siebers. I hope you can hear me. Let me know. I would love to make sure that this is all working correctly. I am actually upstairs and doing this in my office loft area. And hey, Dan, so you can hear me okay. That's a good thing. You had a great workout. Oh, my goodness. I feel like everybody's probably worked out by now, but what I'm probably going to do is just launch into some of my body insurance drills, which I love to do to prepare my body before I launch into exercise. So I like to warm up my back, especially because that's a weak link for me, and my knees and my hips, etc., my shoulders. And then I'd like to do a few little easy yoga flows to further prepare your body and get that blood circulating into the muscles, into the joints. And then I'm going to do some standing balance exercises with the straight back chair, as well as some exercises with the chair. And I'm going to give you some options. And then we're going to grab our hand towels and do some upper body exercises. I don't know if you want to let me know if you've got if you have handheld weights handy, or if you'd rather just skip that today because you've already had such a great thorough workout. And then I'm gonna do some standing core and some floor core if you're comfortable with getting on the floor. If not, then I give you options sitting on the chair and you can do some exercises that way. And then we're going to end with a stretch. So I'm really happy to be here. Ildi, I'm so excited. Yay, you're part of the 60 Up team. I'm so thrilled. And I'm just gonna I'm hoping you're gonna be able to hear the music okay. Let me know if you can't. It's no problem. Hi Pat, how are you doing today? And by the way, I feel like a good day since Dan just talked about the schedule, since I'm going to be teaching board classes Mondays and Fridays at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm thinking Saturday I might do my all floor workout um, Saturday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, which would be 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So let me know if that might work better. But for now, I am just going to launch right in because most of you guys are warmed up. Ildi, you're not. So, and I know you're familiar with some of my body insurance stuff. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to move my big chair out of the way. And first, I always like to just start with some little windmills. So I want you to just keep your knees soft and you're just breathing normally here. And you're relaxing those abdominals. And we're just getting that energy flowing through our body, getting that blood circulating, really just waking up that midsection. My knees are slightly bent here. And of course, you always have good supportive shoes on. That's always critical. And you have your water handy, which is equally as important. I don't know about you, but in Denver, wow, it is super duper dry. And we're hanging on to like the last days of fall here. So again, we're just breathing normally, relaxing your shoulders. I just love this warm-up drill. Just really gears you up and gets you ready. And then what we're going to do is a supported alternating side reach. So what I want you to do is lengthen through those fingertips. Now, what I would like to know from you is if you can still hear me okay, and hopefully the music isn't overpowering, or can you even hear the music? That's what I'd like to know. So you're just going to keep that going and open up that side body. Yeah, Dan, teaching every day. Yeah, you got that. How's the volume? Okay, let's keep on just waking up that side body and breathe. You never want to hold your breath. And you just want to take your time, okay? We're not rushing this. Just get a nice big stretch. Get that elbow right next to your ear. And we're just going to do one more on each side. And then we're going to bring it to center. We're going to walk those feet in a little bit. Now we're going to bring our arms up to the ceiling. And we're just going to do an extended reach. Now you are extending from your hip joint, but look, I'm reaching straight up to the ceiling. I'm not going side to side now. And my head is neutral. My knees are bent. And you're really elongating as you reach. Think as though you're pulling down on a rope. Just extend, extend, and breathe. That's it. Now this workout's going to be up, so if you can't do it today, you could definitely do it on Saturday. Might be a nice change of pace for you. This routine, or some of these exercises, are from my body insurance routine, which is part of my body dynamics. And I call this body insurance for a reason. We are ensuring that our body is prepared before we launch into full-on exercise, or of course if we have a limitation you need to address. And we're just going to do one more, extend and extend. Now we're going to take a big inhale up. We're going to grab the wrist and we're going to stretch it up and over and just take a nice long healing breath here. Just going to turn down my volume a little bit. Don't want that to be interfering at all. And then we're going to switch. So you're pushing your hips in the opposite direction. You're retracting your chin inward and breathing deeply here. And then we're going to bring it back to the center. Now we're going to do a low back drill. So I want you to cross your hands over your chest. Your knees or your feet are shoulder width apart. Now what I want you to think about is pulling the shoulder blades back. And what we're going to do, which I love, Kathy is always cueing you on this, is hip hinging. So you're going to hinge forward to that tabletop position, keeping a long neutral neck, straight spine, and then you're going to stand right back up. So you're going to hit that tabletop and then right back up. What I don't want you to do is round your back like this. Now, if you have a low back limitation, you are really checking in. You're listening to your body. I never want you to feel any pain whatsoever, but this drill is really going to help to build strength and endurance in your low back. So you're going at your own pace. You're doing what's comfortable for you. And again, never holding your breath. You are keeping a nice long neck. And we're just going to do a couple more of those. And now we're going to hold that flat back position. And we're going to bring our arms straight out in front of us. And we're going to do that alternating reach. Again, like you're pulling on a rope. You're keeping a straight spine. You are bracing your abdominals here. But again, I don't want you to feel any pain. As soon as you feel any pain, you just pop right back up to standing. But like anything, with consistency, you're going to build that strength and endurance. And it's so important to have that strong core, which is the foundation. And we're just going to do one more on each side. And then we're going to put our hands on our thighs. And we're just going to slowly come up to standing. Now what we're going to do is just roll those shoulders up and back. We're going to squeeze and release. Work out those kinks. Keep that going. See if anybody else is in here. I'm hoping. I know this was last minute. Uh-oh. No, I lost you. Okay, keep rolling those shoulders. And now we're going to do some drills for our knees and our hips. So if you have your straight back chair, you're going to grab that chair. And what we're going to do is just bring that leg up, extend, bring it in, step down. We're switching, extend, bring it in and down. So that standing leg stays bent. You're staying nice and tall. And I really also love to do these drills before I'm going to go like for a power walk in the park. I literally just go up to a tree and I start doing my warm-up drills first. Because otherwise, I don't know about you, I just feel so stiff after a long walk if I don't prepare my body properly. And then of course stretch thoroughly after I'm finished. So you're going to get that full extension, bring it in and down. Using your breath, relaxing those shoulders. And now we're going to bring the right leg up and we're just going to do a repeater extension. You are trying to keep that knee up, hip level. The standing leg is bent, your abs are engaged. Exhale. And we're just going to do 3, 2, and last one. And then we're going to release and we're going to switch. Bring that leg up, extend. If you are dealing with any kind of limitation, I'd really love to know about it, because remember, there is always a modifier. There's always a solution, you know, and if you ever just need to stop, just walk in place. That's absolutely fine. Just try to keep your body moving. Take a drink of water whenever you need to. And we're just going to do one more. And release. And then just shake them out. And now what we're going to do is a hip swing, a leg swing. So I'm going to turn the chair this way so you can see better. And what you're going to do is just let that leg swing back and forth. Now, what I don't want you to do is turn the hips, okay? So those hips are facing forward. Your standing leg is always bent, and you're not forcing the range of motion here. You're only going to your natural range of motion, and just let that go. Just release the hip. And breathing normally here. This feels really good. And we're just going to do 2 more. And then we're going to switch sides. Release, release. And 4 more of those. And last time. And release. Now we're going to come to the back of the chair. And what I want you to do is just go into some calf raises. So we're going to lift and push those heels all the way down to the floor. Come all the way up on the balls of the feet. And now, if you want to work on your balance, of course, you take your hands off the chair. And then when you hold it at the top, to test your balance even further, you can look to the right and center, left. See, I need to hang on for a second. And center, right, center, left, and center. Then drop the heels and go back into 8 more reps. Come all the way up on the balls of those feet. Press the heels down. Drop the shoulders. Retract your chin inward. And we're going to do 2 more of those. And then hold it at the top. And again, if you'd like to take your hands off the chair, check your balance. And release. Good. Okay, now what we're going to do is big arm circles. So we're just going to sweep those circles up and back, really warming up the shoulders, warming up your upper back. Should feel really good. And 4, 3, 2. Last time here. And then roll the shoulders again, squeeze and release. And now what we're going to do is go into a few balance moves with the chair. So this one is called the knee cross. So first what you're going to do, I want to make sure you can fully see me, is you're going to bring that left foot into the inside of that right leg. The right leg stays bent. You're going to bring your hands into prayer. Now you are going to cross the knee in front and back. Cross and back. If you have to lower the foot a little bit, that's okay. If you need to use the chair at first. But listen, if you've been working with the board, this is just going to be a piece of cake for you. But it's also kind of nice to check to see where you're at off the board with your balance drills. And now if you feel comfortable, you can add the arms moving in an opposite direction. So for this drill, it's really good to engage your core, pick that focal point, and as always, the chair is there if you need it, right? And one more. And then back to center and release. Now we're going to switch right away to the other side. And sometimes it's easier to do this without shoes on, but I just don't feel like taking off my shoes and putting my shoes back on. So here we go. First, you're going to place that foot, standing leg is bent. When you feel ready, abs engaged, hands in prayer. Cross the knee. Now this one's a little trickier because the left leg for me isn't quite as strong. Really helps to pick that focal point, engage your abdominals, and breathe. And then when you're ready, if you'd like to add those arms. Takes a little bit of concentration, but this is one of my favorite balance drills that I include in my balance and agility routine, which is also part of my body dynamics program. And relax. And then we're just going to kick those legs out, just shake them out a little bit. And now what we're going to do is go into a squat. Now I'm going to give you 2 options. You can either do it standing behind the chair like this, and you can push those hips back, sit into the squat and up. But you are keeping your chest lifted. Now keep that going, or if you feel more comfortable, just sitting and standing. Sit down and stand right back up. Keeping that chest lifted. Of course, with the squat, as you know, it is so important to have proper form. But this is really strengthening your lower body. And it gets your heart rate up too. So keep that going, or this is my option. See how my knees are over my ankles. So you really want to make sure that you have that proper form. So you want to push those hips way back before you sit into that squat. And then if you'd like to just use your arms to counterbalance and let go of the chair. And we're just going to do 2 more, and then we're going to hold it at the bottom. Abs are engaged, we're going to breathe. Slow, deep breaths. And then slowly come up, and we're just going to kick it out. Now from there, we're going to go into a rear leg lift because I want you to work the back of your legs, your hamstrings. So first of all, standing leg is bent. You can lean slightly into the chair. Keep those hips forward. And we're going to start with the left leg. So we're going to lift and lower. Controlled. But see how I don't turn my hip out when I come up? So it really doesn't matter how high the leg goes. The most important thing is you're focusing on your hamstrings and you're exhaling at the top. That standing leg stays bent. Abs are in. I like to pick a focal point. And really think about squeezing into the glutes at the top. We're going to do 4 more. Relax your shoulders 2 more times. And then we're going to hold it at the top. And if you'd like to even lean in a little bit more into the chair and get that leg up higher, that's great. You don't have to. And then point the toe, and we're just going to do little lifts. So that standing leg is also working like crazy. If you need to take a break, just walk it out. And 1 more, hold it at the top. And release. Stand up, and then we're just going to kick our butt, alternating. Just release it out. Give yourself a little bit of a break. And then you can bring your arms here, pull back. It's just a little bit of a low impact cardio move in between strength moves. For 4, and pull. 3, exhale. 2, and 1, and walk it out. And then we're going to switch to the other leg. Hip stays forward, and lift and lower. Try to keep that leg as straight as you can. And pay attention to relaxing the shoulders so you're not holding tension there. Soften that left knee. Two more times. Then hold it at the top if you'd like to lean forward a little bit more. Point the toe. Tight leg lifts. For 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top. Release. Stand up. Butt kicks. This is, I think, Dan's one of his favorite warm up and cool downs, isn't it? It's a good one. Bring your arms up high. Pull down. But look, my heel is trying to touch that butt cheek. But don't come down hard into the floor. Come down soft and use those back muscles to pull those arms down. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and walk. Walk it out. How you doing? How you feeling? Who's with me? Ildy, Pat, how you doing? Can you hear me okay? Why don't you take a quick drink of water? I need one. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a reverse lunge, alternating. So stand up nice and tall, step back, sink into it, and back up. Step back, sink down, and up. Watch that form. Look, my knee is tracking over my ankle. And if you'd like to just take one hand off the chair at first, and when you feel really steady, you can take both hands off. I just love having the chair there because, especially if you're not confident with your form, and again, if you feel any pain whatsoever in your knees, please stop the exercise. You can also do a modifier, which is simply step back, arms up. If you do the modifier, think about pushing that back heel into the floor. Otherwise, let's go for it. Look how straight my spine is. Step back, vertical drop. Step back, straight spine. Chest stays lifted. Get your heart rate up like crazy. Really working your lower body. My abs are in nice and tight. Use your breath. And we're going to do one more on each side. And then walk it out. Now remember, you can take a break anytime you want, but I don't want you to do a dead stop. Just march it out, or do some like knee ups, or you can do a knee up, arm up. If you want to keep your heart rate going without stressing those joints, if you're feeling it in your knees, this is always a great option. And it's up to you really how high you want to lift that knee. Just low impact cardio moves. It's important to work those lungs, right? Exhale up. 4 more for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and walk it out. Can always come back to the easy walk. But I never want you to pound into the floor. I really want you to think about you are as light as a feather. You're lifting the body weight away from the floor. So you're coming down soft, but that doesn't mean that you can't power walk it. I just don't want that, that hard pounding. Lift your body weight. That's right. Now we're going to take a deep breath in and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Now what we're going to do is a side leg lift. So I want you to stabilize your body. You're going to keep that standing leg bent. You're close to the chair. And you're going to lift that leg to the side. But what I want you to think about is you are leading with the heel of that foot. Again, it does not matter how high the leg comes up. What I don't want you to do is turn the toes up, because then you're starting to work on your inner thigh. We're focusing on the outside of your thigh, your leg abductor. So slow and controlled moves, abs are engaged, stand up tall. But that standing leg does stay bent to take the pressure off. But look, my leg's not coming up that high. The focus is right here. Control. You know, we have, I think one of the number one tight areas are the hips. So not only is this exercise great to build that strength and endurance, but it really improves mobility. Exhaling up, I really feel these. And we're going to just do 2 more. And release. And then I'm just going to switch the chair. I'm going to march it out a little bit just to get that blood circulating again. Remember, those muscles are also pre-exhausted from the squats and the lunges, so you are going to feel these outer thigh leg lifts a little bit more. And then when you're ready again, we're going to stabilize. The left leg stays bent, nice and tall. Lead with the heel of that foot. So when you lift that foot, look, it's parallel to the floor. So check it. Is your toe coming up? Don't want that. Your foot is absolutely parallel. So think about the heel leading the lift. But you're not bending from the waist. Exhale up. Slow and controlled moves. Relax your shoulders. We have such a tendency to do this, don't we? Especially when we're concentrating. Relax the shoulders. I'm just going to do 2 more of those. And then we're going to set the chair here. And what we're going to do is just do a side step. Just work it out a little bit. Keep those knees soft. Bring your arms here. And then back. Now we're going to do a chest press. Push, push. Exhale as you push forward. And think about squeezing into the chest muscles. You can see Barney. He's all sprawled out on the back, on his back on the floor. He's not into the workout today. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and walk it out. Just pump those arms. How you doing? Get a drink of water if you need one. And the next exercise we're going to do is for the inner thighs. So we're going to take the chair. I'm going to go to the side so you can see. Stand close to the chair. Open those legs wide, turn the toes out. With a vertical spine, drop down and push up. Now what I want you to think about when you come down is that those knees are tracking right over the toe line. And you don't have to come all the way down into the plie. If that causes you any pain, you can go halfway and up. But what I want you to think about is when you come down, push those heels into the floor and then squeeze up into your glutes at the top. Press, push, squeeze. So we're really activating those inner thighs. But unlike a squat, your back is completely straight, not hinging from the waist at all. And if you have limited range of motion and you're unable to get those knees open and tracking over the toe line, then just go into a wide squat and keep the toes forward. Because I don't want to put any undue stress on those knees. And some people just have a limitation in their hip and they're unable to go into a plie properly. So listen, this is what I preach all the time. It's so important to listen to your body. Go at your own pace. Do what feels right for you. Because you should be feeling this in your inner thighs. Press, push, squeeze the tush. And then you're going to hold it at the bottom. And if you feel comfortable, take your hands off the chair. And just take a couple of slow breaths here. Really building strength and endurance in those inner thighs. Then press up, squeeze. Now we're going to go right into a low impact cardio move. Arms out to the sides, toe touches alternating. So what I really like to do is a strength move followed by a low impact cardio move. Works out the kinks too. And use your breath. And with these low impact moves, really, it's about what you put into it. Like I can go here if that feels more comfortable. Or I can put a lot of energy and make the move bigger, faster. It's up to you. It's up to your fitness level. And use your breath. Relax your neck. I'm going to keep on you about that. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and march it out. So now we've really hit all the muscle groups of the lower body, right? So now I'm going to go a little bit more into the upper body. So I want you to grab your hand towel, take a drink of water. Whew, it's dry here. Now, Ilda, you're familiar with this. This is from my tone and walk routine from Body Dynamics 1. And it is amazing how much work you can get with this towel. It's all about really understanding how to create your own resistance if you choose to. So first, all I want you to do is we're going to do a step. So I want you to just push the heel into the floor and alternate. So you're really working your calf muscles here. Then you're going to bring the towel up. And what you're going to do is just reach up and bring it back down to chest level. So I love this because it's opening your chest, it's opening your upper back, but you are relaxing your neck. And your shoulders are never hunched. And use your breath. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now you're going to hold it here. We're going to go into a heel touch, then pull the towel into the chest. But I want you to think about squeezing into those back muscles as you pull, pull. And another way to increase your resistance is to think about pulling that towel through thick air or like thick mud. You're really focusing on contracting those back muscles. Exhaling as you pull the towel in. So you're really bending at the knee, touching that heel to the floor. For 4, pull, 3, and 2, and 1. Then we're going to go back into the walk. Push the heel down into the floor. How you doing? You feel that? Now you're going to bring the towel up, and we're going to do a lat pull. So you're going to pull it down to the chest and up. Exhale down. Again, to add that resistance, you're thinking about pulling that towel down through that thick air. Keeping that chin tucked in. Get a full stretch. Exhale down. But look, I am not in an arched back position. Neutral spine here. For 4 and pull. 3, exhale down. 2, and last one, we're going to hold the towel up, and now what we're going to do is step back, press back, alternating step back, just a toe touch. For 4, press, 3, 2, and 1, then go back into the walk. Just keep pressing that heel down. Now we're going to do an underhand grip on that towel. Bring them up shoulder height. We're going to do a biceps curl. So you're bringing that towel right to your forehead. But look, my elbows stay up, shoulder height. Again, you're curling that towel in through thick mud. Really, really contracting your biceps. Use your breath. So as I continue on with my floor workouts, probably on Saturdays, I want you to have weights handy, preferably 3 pounds, 5 pounds, and if you're more advanced, you could have 8 pounds. So I'll be doing a variety of upper body strengthening. I'm really feeling these. I hope you are too. For 4, lengthen. 3, and 2, and 1, and release, and shake those arms up. Just roll the shoulders up and back. Just work it out a little bit. And then what we're going to do is bring the towel behind us with an underhand grip. And what we're going to do is lift and lower with a straight arm, keeping that chin retracted in, lengthen the arms. So now we're focusing on the back of our shoulders. Of course, your triceps are also engaged. Strong arm lift. Use your breath. 4 and 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Now go into that heel touch. Double time on the arms. Lift, lift. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! And walk. Roll the shoulders forward. Felt that. I don't know, it's amazing to me what this towel can do. If you really get in tune with that resistance and your muscles working. 2 more times. Now what we're going to do is a side step. And then what we're going to do is bring the towel in front. We're going to angle it. And then what we're going to do is step into the foot and then follow it all the way through. I'm going to turn around so you can see. So we're really opening our shoulder and then we're following it through to the triceps. You feel that? But when you extend back, make sure you squeeze into your triceps, the back of your arm. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And just step side to side. And march. Whew. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to do a side step. Bring the towel here. Angle it. Then we're going to step into it. Extend. I'll turn around. Knees are soft. Use your breath. Abs in tight here. And you can slow it down if you need to. 4, 3, and 2, and 1, side step in. Good work. Now we're going to stabilize center. Knees are bent. Bring the towel here. Waist twists. Nice and easy. But look, my knees are fixed, pointing straight ahead. So in other words, my knees are not torquing back and forth. Stay stable. Ground those feet into the floor. You are relaxing your abdominals here and just breathing normally. Work that waist. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hold it center, then just twist right and center, right, center. Two more times. And then bring it back to the center, and we're just going left. You got it. Two more times. Now side to side. Last time here, And then what we're gonna do is just stretch it up and back, get a nice big breath here. And release. Okay, now what we're gonna do is a standing alternating core crunch. So we're gonna do a few standing core exercises. Get a quick drink of water if you need to. So first, you're just gonna bring those arms straight up. Exhale down, and we're gonna alternate. I'm gonna go to the side so you can see I'm not throwing my back into it. You're just pulling your lower stomach in. Really extend those arms. You can speed it up if you like. And then we're going to repeat to the same side for 8. 1, reach, crunch, up. One more time, and switch, here we go. Two more. Then bring your arms out here. We're going to do alternating obliques. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Exhale down. Use your breath. For 4 and 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do same side. Focus here. You can slow it down if you like. Otherwise, go to it. For 4, 3, 2, let's switch. You can slow it way down like this. Still working it, but if you want to get your heart rate up a little bit and you don't have any limitation, go to it. Lots of energy. For 4, 3, 2, and 1, side to side here. Bring it low. Now what we're going to do is punch it across the body. So keep your legs wide and really drive the punch from your waist. Tap the toe. No bouncing. Just use your waist. Work out some of that aggression. You know, we got a lot to work out, don't we? As COVID numbers are spiking again, we need more self-care than ever, don't we? Really need to work on de-stressing the body, calming the mind, staying centered, staying focused, staying positive and strong, right? Punch it. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, side to side, step it here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to step wide. What we're going to do is toes out, lunge side to side. Now look down. Make sure that your knee is tracking over that toe line. Again, if you feel any pain in your knees, just bring it up and just do a little press, or just do your side step. Now what I want you to do is bring that arm here, and what we're going to do is reach and pull, elongate and pull. So we're really working the side body each direction here. Elbow next to the ear, lengthen, crunch. Always listening to your body. There's just, it's about doing the best you can. If you need to sidestep it or just march in place, that's totally okay. For 4, pull, 3, and 2, and 1, and now just press side to side. If you'd like to come down a little deeper, if that feels okay, go to it, but check that form. Then bring that other arm up, and when you're ready, reach and pull. We got 4 more. And last time here, and press side to side. For 4, and press, 3, and 2, and 1, and then bring it center, and bring it up, and just side to side. Just work it out a little bit. Then kick your butt. Release. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Sidestep it. And march it out. How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna hit the floor just for a little bit of core and some stretching. So if you have a mat handy, that would be great. Make sure you can see me. I have to adjust this camera. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna take off my tennis shoes. And I'm gonna grab another drink of water because I need it. Just wanna make sure you can hear me. Okay. We're gonna do some easy core work. So first you're just gonna come down onto your back. And what you're gonna do is a low bicycle. So I want you to push out through the heel of that foot. Make sure your back is fully engaged into the floor and long and low with those legs. My shoulders are pressing into the mat. I really love this core exercise because you really are working your abdominals without stressing your back and your neck. Just use your breath. And if it's too hard for you to get up and down off the floor, you can just skip this exercise altogether. You could just kind of fast forward to the stretches. And then you're going to set the feet down and hands behind your head, and you're going to do an alternating oblique Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Keep that chin tucked. Exhale up. And control it. And then keep that going. And I just wanted to show you an option if you want to do exercises sitting in the chair. You can do the same exact move. And for that first bicycle move, you can simply just bring one leg up and think about pulling that lower stomach in tight. So again, there's always an option. I just know from teaching all of my body dynamics classes that a lot of people just don't feel comfortable coming down on the floor. So if you ever need a modifier, please let me know. And last time. And then what we're going to just pull the knees in, take a nice deep breath here. And then we're going to set the feet down. Now keeping your arms at your sides, your feet are shoulder width apart. You're going to take a deep inhale here. And then when you're ready, you're going to exhale, bridging up with a straight spine, pressing the shoulder blades into the mat, keeping that nice long neck. Tighten your glutes. Now when you inhale, let the belly rise. And when you exhale, draw the belly in. But keep those glutes tight. Again, you're listening to your body. This is building strength and endurance in your low back, but if you have any pain, please release, hug the knees in, and take a breath. And then release it down, pull your back flat. Hug those knees and just make nice, easy circles, releasing your low back. Just giving yourself a nice little massage here. It should feel good. And then set the feet down, open the knees a little wider, toes are up, heels are down. Now what you're going to do is a reverse crunch. So you're going to exhale, grip the lower abdominals, and pull them in tight. Now keep that going, or again, as an option, you can either do one at a time, or you can test yourself and do both. This is a little trickier. Or you can simply do a core crunch. So you know what? I just want you to do whatever exercise feels good for you, where you're really feeling like you're working those abdominals, you're not stressing your back, but you are trying to challenge yourself at the same time. Two more times. And then relax. And then hands on top of your head, elbows next to your ears, tuck your chin, crunch up and bring it down. You can do this exact move sitting on the chair, doing that core crunch I showed you. But I don't want you to throw your neck into it. So just the abdominals are doing the work. You can also hook your legs over the chair if you like. Or if you have a balance ball, you can hook your legs over your balance ball. Exhaling at the top. Pulling those abdominals in tight. And one more time, you're going to hold it at the top. And release. And then you're going to hug the knees in. Take a deep breath. And then again, feet down, arms by your sides. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, bridge up, tighten the glutes. Now, if this feels good, just stay here. Or if you want to go a little more advanced, you can clasp your hands behind your back, shimmy those shoulders, and tighten those glutes. Lengthen your neck. Press your hands into the mat and breathe. And release. Pull your back flat. Grab your knees to alternating knee circles. Release your low back. So I'm sure you already know, as we grow older, the core, if you have a strong core, you're just going to be so much more productive in everyday activities. That's why, not only with the board, you're working, engaging your core throughout all the workouts. So in addition to that, doing strength and endurance training on the floor, you're just going to be so solid. It's so important to have that stability and strength and endurance. So I really applaud you for participating and being consistent. And pull that knee in. Now release the right leg. What you're going to do is the dead bug. So we're going to do an alternating, and look, my legs are nice and low. If you have a shoulder limitation and you just want to bend at the elbow, that's okay. But do keep that neck nice and long. Keep your back fully engaged and breathe. This is really working your abdominals like crazy. And these are just a few of the exercises that I have in my core on the floor routine, which is part of my Body Dynamics 1 program. It's just a really thorough core workout that doesn't stress, again, your neck and your back. I think it's so important. Use your breath here. And one more. And hug the knees in for a breath. And then drop the feet, arms at your sides. We're going to do one last bridge. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bridge up. Tighten those glutes. If you can, bridge up higher. That feels okay for you. then go for it. But you are keeping that straight spine, long neck, glutes always tight. And then release. Pull your back flat. Grab those knees, just rock side to side. And then bring it center and release the legs down. Now, if you'd like to get another quick drink of water, I'm going to just do a little bit of a stretch. And then we will wrap it up. So first, we're just going to come down onto our backs. And we're going to pull our left knee in tight. Take a deep breath. Press your shoulder blades into the floor. Try to ground that bottom leg into the floor. And I want you to think about a 7-count breath in through your nose. And then you're going to hold the breath for 4 beats. And then as you exhale, you're going to exhale slowly through the mouth for 8 counts. Really want you to get into a habit of learning how to do that deep breathing while you're stretching. And release it fully out. Pulling the other leg in. Now when you inhale, you're visualizing that breath traveling into your hip and your outer thigh. Ground that bottom leg into the floor. And as you exhale, just try to pull that knee in a little deeper if you can. And release and relax into the stretch. And then release it out. And then you're going to pull both knees in, interlocking all 10 fingers 2 inches below the knees. Trying to keep that tailbone a little closer to the mat. Try to drive the shoulder blades into the mat. And breathe. And then release the feet down, bring the arms out to the sides, palms up. Take a deep breath here. And then drop the knees to the right and your head gently to the left, breathing into your spinal twist. And then you're slowly going to bring those knees to the center. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, drop the knees to the left and your head to the right. Now you can stay here, hold this and breathe. And I'm just going to show you an option that you can do on the chair. If you'd rather do your stretch here, you simply do your spinal twist like this. Nice and easy, straight spine, and breathe. And then of course, you just switch. Because I'm going to be doing these stretches on a regular basis, I want to make sure that you can understand that there's always an option. So whoever does do this workout, if you could just send me a message. I don't like going on the floor. I definitely need modifiers. Just, clue me in so I can help you, because that's what I'm here for. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come up onto our knees. And now if it bothers you to be up on your knees, I don't have it up here, but I have a knee cushion that I got from Amazon that's great. Or you can use a pillow or a rolled up towel, whatever it is, because some people have trouble just being on their knees. But if you don't, then you're just going to come up like this, step forward, and you're going to press forward just till you feel a nice stretch. Hold and breathe. And you're going to interlock your fingers and reach for the ceiling. And then release. And then we're going to switch. Step forward, press forward. This time we're going to interlock our fingers behind our backs. Roll the shoulders. Lift those arms and breathe. And release. And then shift your weight back. Now, a great easy way to get up from this position is to put your hands on your thigh, push yourself up to standing. Now, again, if you don't want to do any of the floor stuff, there is just a ton of stretches we can do with the chair. So for the hip, you can simply cross your foot over and sit back and breathe. This really works that outer hip. Or you can just sit at the edge of the chair and cross the leg over and just stay here. If you feel a good enough stretch, I do. Or if you want to just hinge forward slightly and breathe into that hip. So tight here. Oof, I really feel it. And then you can come on up. And I love to do a low back stretch with the chair. So you can put your hands on top of the chair, step all the way back, hinge forward to a flat back position. Push those hips back, knees are bent, lengthen your neck, and hold and breathe. And then slowly walking forward. And then we're going to just do a nice side stretch. So cross the right leg in front of the left. And just reach up and over. And breathe. I really want you to take your time when you're stretching. Use that breath. And release. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Cross the left leg over the right. And extend up and over. And release. And then we're going to do a nice calf stretch. So you're going to step back with the right foot, push that heel into the floor till you feel a nice stretch in your calf muscle, hold and breathe. So also in the future, if you have a strap for stretches, that's great to have handy. I have the hand towel that I use a lot, or if you want to even use a longer towel for some of the hamstring stretches and other deeper stretches, that's great. And then we're going to switch to the other side, push that heel into the floor, take a nice slow healing breath here. And then bring it up, and we're just going to roll those shoulders. Bring your arm in front, stretch out your shoulder, take a deep breath. And release, release, and switch. And release. And then what we're going to do is palms up, just lengthen the arms, tuck that pelvis under, and get a nice stretch in your biceps. And then release, and let's just do some shoulder shrugs and release. Squeeze, let all that tension go. Get those shoulders up to your ears and release again. Squeeze, let go, and one more time, squeeze and release. And good job. That's your workout for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I love some feedback from you all, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, that you stay safe and healthy, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for my live half board, half off the board workout. Have a beautiful day. Great to see you, Pat and Dan. I'm not sure if you stuck around for the whole workout or not. For some reason, I'm unable to scroll down to see any more comments, but anyway, have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.